Hello folks, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever USA. Woohoo! Go get 'em, cowboy. What we've been working on lately is our second loop. So working out of Loftus, Maryport, Loftus, out through Eastwood. No, not out through Eastwood, that's the other one. Know what you're talking about, man. Loftus, then to Guildford, then round through Worksop and Liskeard and Bexley and Neston. Now Neston, as you will already know, because you are an avid viewer, is also the destination of one of the separate tracks coming out of Maryport. So we need to do some clever route planning, and that's where we're going to get to today very quickly. Now, my cash has run a little low. We started out with about 12 million in the bank, and this has cost me 7 million by the looks of it, because we've done all of this while paused, and hopefully we can complete this without having to unpause again. You may ask yourself, why am I now deleting all this track? Well, because it's wiggly. And we want to make it neater if at all possible. So we need to connect these two here to these two separate pieces of track down there. So we'll start out down this end, and we'll try and aim for the target there. This could end up in having to do some additional groundworking, but you know. That's what you expect. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so our choices get pretty limited if we go that way. So maybe not do it all in one hit. Let's get across the road in one go. Do I want to put a kink in at this point? No, I really don't. I want to go straight for as long as possible. This takes us a little bit more off target. Let's have a look and see what that's done. Obviously we'll have the more expensive, slightly raised. I'm okay with slightly raised, and it is going slightly uphill, but then Maryport is further uphill than Neston is. So, I mean, that's pretty much inevitable. So we're going to have to build the ground up a touch. And actually, it's only 250 grand. What am I complaining about? Get it done. All right, smashing. So yeah, we're taking a slightly different route to the one before, but the track is now, you know, perfectly straight. Oh, look at this, me levelling out some ground again. Yep, I'm going to do it now, because there's not very much of it, and you can just sit there and amuse yourself while it happens. Yeah, so this is pretty much the last thing I need to do, and then I need to work out exactly how many trains I've got running on this track already, and get those realigned onto the Neston Loftus route. Now, as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, I'm not sold on loops as a concept. Having built the first loop already, the kind of the big figure eight, of which this will be similar. I think I can do something slightly cleverer with this one, given the Eastwood spur that has been built, which might make it even more convoluted. But yeah, the loop that we've got running so far has not been terrifically profitable, and I think, I mean, there's two reasons for that. One is the choice of engine that I made. Putting the 442 on there, the Hiawatha, has proved to be not cost effective. What do we think about this enormous gouge we're making here? Well, it keeps it nice and light and flowy, doesn't it? Let's do it. There we go. Yeah, part of that's down to the engine selection, but equally, spacing out of the trains on your loop is absolutely critical. I'm hopeful. I mean, all of my cities are cities. They're not cities. They're towns. Are in triple digits still. We haven't got anyone, even Maryport, which is getting more services than anything else. While that's shown good growth, what it hasn't done is anything more significant than that. It hasn't broken through 1,000. So I really do need to get some real growth going in these towns if I'm going to run services with the frequency that I'd hoped to when starting this series. You know, my goal had been to have, you know, 30, 40, 50 trains running around various loops, all of which go through the kind of the mega station at Maryport, and it's not paying off. It's not making me money. In fact, you know, not so long ago we had to turn back time in order to resolve financial problems that had come up. So, I mean, this will prove itself out over time, I'm sure, but right now it's causing me problems. Okay, good. Look at that. We're done. We are now ready to roll. I'm pretty sure we're also upgraded across the... No, there was one section of track where we weren't. Just want to make sure I've got all the track upgraded to high speed. And I'm pretty certain it was either around here or at the next station. Where there's a patch that is still the old school track. So I just want to get that fixed, and then we'll route this up. I mean, yes, I could do both things at the same time, but I would sooner allow my my fragile mind to focus on one thing at a time. No, we're still good. Here it is. There we go. There we go. That's that bit. Is there another bit the other side? Yes, there is. Right. Okay. That's now everything properly sorted out. Let's kill these signals because we're going to be using them slightly differently. It's a slightly roller coaster-esque section of track there. Right. Okay. We're good to go. Let's start at Maryport, because this is actually quite a complicated route that we're setting up. Or it feels complicated right now. Maybe the reality of the thing is that it isn't. Wow, clicking in the skyscraper area while the bulldozer is selected. I like to live on the edge. Okay. So the good news is that we're only working out of this station, which is Maryport International, rather than Maryport Grand Central, which is the other side. Oh, I've got 2 trains in there already. That's nice. You, cost inefficient pilot crud, you will get yours one day. Actually, does the station need upgrading? No, it doesn't. It's already done. All right, route time. New line, please. I don't have a name for you yet. I will think of one. So we started international, and then we're going out to... So we're travelling on the right all the way down. You know what I will do? I will do signals at the same time. That would seem to be a sensible use of my time. Now, I've already signalled this first section because it's kind of complex in terms of the queuing that will happen at this station. But we're only using one side of it right now. So into Loftus, and it's selected the track that I would have hoped it did all the way along. But here we go. Signalling now required. And then we've got a long old stretch from here out to, I think it's Guildford is the next on our path to glory. Hold on, we've got a bit of dirty old track there. Let's clean that. This junctioning that's going on here shouldn't be needed, but you know what? I've got it, and it's not costing me anything while I've got it. So let's also put another... No, you can't put a signal there. You have to put it so it's clearing those points. There we are. So, as before, just in case you haven't followed the whole of the series, I try and put signals at reasonably equal points along a route, so that if there is a preceding service, and you're waiting for a clear path, you don't have to wait forever and a day. You can move up a signal at a time. So another nice tunnel entrance. Fabulous. I don't know why, but I always put a signal as a tunnel entrance. One more here, and then we'll have one more on the station entry. So basically, you know, the way that signals work is every time a train passes the signal, the previous signal, the one just behind it, sets itself to clear. Now, did I miss a station? I don't think I did. Oh, hold on. Why have you switched track? Why have you switched track? Have you decided to do something bizarre? You have decided to do something bizarre. You have the option to drive on the right, which is, as you know, what you want to do. That could be because it's running it wants to come back on itself. So let's just add this signal as a waypoint. There we go. That has it happy again. Right, okay, so we're up to Guildford. Let's get the clear signal outside of Guildford. And then onwards. Where are we going next? Worksop, I suspect. Let's do one just before the bridge. And obviously it's a tunnel, so it needs a signal before it. Don't know why. It's probably good practice not to have trains waiting in tunnels if you can avoid it. There we go. We've already got a station approach signal there. I'm going to put another one in between. Just purely because stations are where trains tend to queue up quite a bit. Right, what have we got going on here? A signal of no particular purpose. So let's... because up to this point, trains have been running in both directions on kind of one piece of track. And I've double-tracked it in places in order to allow for passing lanes. So as you can see, this guy is running on the wrong side of the track. How terribly helpful. Still, glamorous-looking engine. Love the big boy. Big boy, currently my favourite train in the game. I mean, obviously, that's going to be the case. You know, it is a big, mighty Goliath, but it also happens to be relatively cost-effective. Let's actually back up a little and put a signal up there, and then put one just before we get to here. Now, that previous, and in fact, let's might seem like overkill, but I'm going to put one there as well, just to cover these points for anything coming out of that depot. All right, next station. This one, please. Still running on the correct side. Good. Okay, we've got a... I think I saw a clear signal there. No, you're on the wrong side of the track. There we go, clear signal. Coming out through this almost alpine section of the track. There we go, another tunnel, therefore another signal. Actually, that's a monster of a tunnel, that one. So we also need a clear signal from that one. Stop people queuing up unjustly. There we go. So what have we passed so far? We've passed 2 trains, 3 if you include the one that's... Hold everything. Oh, no, yeah, I saw it. Don't worry, I saw it. Remove list guard. Okay, so what I'd done there was, because I inserted the signal into the route, I got my order the wrong way around. So it was going to go to list guard and then go back to Guildford. That would have created mayhem. Fortunately, I've had my Weetabix and I spotted it. Okay, and then this is Bexley, I believe. There we go. Bexley has the route looking good, and a clear signal. All right, this is pretty promising. This is going according to a plan, if not the plan. One more on the way into Neston. There we go. Now we're about to discover how I'm going to resolve the problem regarding getting the tracks merged together again. Now I don't think I will need to re-merge them. Let's put it just before the traffic lights there, and another one. Now this is where a lot of the queuing is going to happen, because things will get convoluted as they get up towards Maryport. So I'm going to give plenty of queuing opportunities here. There we go. So, as you can see, we're now coming into Maryport again, and the game has not been able to figure out exactly what I wanted to do on that route. So, what I didn't actually need to remove it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it. Let's pick a middling signal here. Let's use this one. We're going to add that as part of the route. Yeah, it's still confused, and then go into Maryport, because its inclination is going to be to try and loop back round on itself. But obviously it departed originally from these two platforms here and has just come in on these two platforms. And it's kind of going, what? Now, if I've got this right, and I'm somewhat certain that I might have... Actually, I can't have a signal there, can I? Because we haven't cleared that over onto the other line. That will cause woe and mayhem and gnashing of teeth. I need a set of points here. Now, obviously, when I've got this working perfectly, such things as points like that will not be required. So we have to leave that signal there. We can't have any signalling in this area at all, or we'll have head-to-head services, and that's bad news. Right, so if I then add this as the next part of the route... No, it still hasn't been able to figure it out. So, gives me some small concern. Because while it's possible I may have missed something, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'm pretty sure this route works, but the game's logic detection is kind of going, what? Put another one there and another one here. So yeah, so basically the route then goes back on itself. There you go, now it's sussed it. Now it's gone, oh, I see what you're doing. Right, okay, friend, I can make that happen. Right, I'm going to go double check the what it's going to do at Maryport. So, as expected, it's coming up this side, this on the right-hand side here, comes into Maryport, bosh, 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 comes back out again, switches track, and everybody's happy. Hang on. I have a sneaking suspicion I put a signal up on the approach here. No, I didn't. Either lazy or incredible foresight on my part there. Alright, so we're up to Neston. Well, we know we're still signalling along the way. Get the clear signal in. Right, now, again, we're on the... Wow, I really did put signals close together there, didn't I? Let's kill off this old school one. There we go. So, again, because this tunnel is so long and I can't put any signalling in there, I mean, to be honest, if my services are this close together, then I've failed anyway. So actually leaving them to wait a little longer isn't necessarily a bad thing. But let's have a... I have now cleared the tunnel signal. Remember to add list guard to the... Did I pass a station? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I just sailed straight through Bexley. I went, no, screw you, Bexley. No stop for you. Right, Bexley again. And then to list guard. Signals. Come on, you can't shortcut any of this stuff. You've got to do it all. So that serves as both the clear and the protection for that depot. You're on the wrong side of the track, mate. Just wanted to know that. But that's okay. I'll resolve that for you soon. It's a long way. Good length track. And I think what we'll do is we'll get this running in the next couple of minutes, which is pretty exciting. Did I have an approach signal there? You did. Okay, cool. Now, there is a running cost attached to signals. It's not particularly high, but there is a running cost attached to them. So as much as I'm going, you know, fairly hog wild with my signal placement here, you know, I'm in the back of my head is always kind of going, do you really need that one? And frankly, I'm building this in a hopefully future-proof fashion, so that if I do get to the point that these towns are big enough to warrant having many more services running on them, that I've already signaled up in such a way that allows me to expand those services outward. What I mean by that is, to start with, we're probably going to be running 3, maybe 4 trains on this back and forth circuit. Can you call it a circuit? I guess you can, to an extent. It doesn't quite circle, but it is a circuit of sorts. So yeah, you know, we'll only be running 3 or 4 trains on there, so the frequency of service isn't actually going to be that high. And then we have to wait until all of this has been. We can probably, can we fit a train in there? No, it's too many points. We'll have to wait until that's all sorted out. Now, if I was feeling a little bolder, hold everything. Nope, that's working as intended. All right. Yeah, if I was feeling a little bolder, I could put you know, I could space that kind of point system out more, and have kind of waiting signals built into that system. But the risk is a little on the high side. Now, didn't I decide that? Yeah, okay, we should have a signal there, but we can't have one on this section until we're past that section of points. As far as the tunnel, and we're almost there. We're almost home. And we'll have one more here. And then we just want to signal up the approach, so that whoever's in at the moment can get their job sorted. Okay, good. We're done, except I forgot to add Loftus to the route. I possibly also forgot to add the previous station, which was Guildford. Yeah, I did. Guildford. Right, Lisgard, Guildford. Let's just make sure it's not decided to do something zany. Then Loftus. And then back to Maryport. There we go. Good job. Done. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops. Good. All right. What the hell shall I call this? Let's call this the Loftus line. All right. So that's splendid. Now, when I finish the whole thing, right, line. You are having a new line, my friend. You're going on the Loftus line, which I didn't press enter, so it didn't correctly name. Because I'm a genius. Right, Loftus line. There we go. All right, so we've got Mary Loft. You can be assigned onto this. No, that's the route you're looking at. You needed to click the engine. There we are. Waiting for a free path. You're waiting to be less confused, I suspect. Loftus line for you, sir. There you go. Mary Loft we can now kill. Guild Work, so that's Guildford to Worksop, we can get rid of. What else? Lisgard to Worksop. Right, you can go on the Loftus line. Where are we? Loftus line, set line. Now, what I'm not looking at here is what the spacing is of these services, and some of them might be problematic. You're Bish East. I don't think you are. That's interesting. Bexley to Lisgard. Guess where you're going? It made me 1.6 million this year. It's not going to make me 1.6 million now, I'll tell you that. Set line. You're on the Loftus line. And hopefully you can figure out how to get onto it. Right, where is this train? That can't be all the trains I have. Because there's one waiting in Maryport at the moment who possibly doesn't understand what's going on. Right, okay, you're here. Where are you going? Oh, you're going out to Eastwood. You're going to East... What the heck kind of a path are you on here? Right, you start at Loftus. Oh, okay, that's fun. Alright, where are we? Loftus. Yep, Loftus, you've got this line to yourself. That's not a problem. Why are you waiting? You shouldn't be waiting for a free... Oh, it's possibly waiting for a free path because I've been tinkering. Okay, good. Yes, you can continue your existence unimpinged. I need not interfere with what you're doing. However, what I will interfere with is this piece of track here. Just in passing, because otherwise the AI is going to have a chuckle and start building houses in such a way that I can't get past here. And let's double track that as well. There we go. Right, that's just a little bit of protection going on there. Right, okay, where's that train in Maryport? And why wasn't it showing up in the list? There goes this Alco here. Get rid of that. Which line are you on, compadre? Where am I going? Where am I going? There you are. You're on Mary Nest. Well, Mary Nest wasn't in the list. Don't get me wrong. I know it exists. Oh, do you think it's a road route, maybe? Well, you don't think you're a tram line. Actually, maybe because I've deleted so much of that that route. Interesting. No, it's not there. It should be there, right? So maybe we'll have to look at all. Mary Nest. It just doesn't know. Yeah, it just doesn't know what it is. Okay, well that's fine. Because I've got a new place for you to go. It's the Loftus line. Okay, Mary Nest we can now kill. What else have we got left here? Anybody else running on an erratic route? You're running Bish East, which is what we were just looking at. Mary Clay, that's... Whew, need to look at that at some point. Okay, right, that's everybody now running on this route. So let's unpause. We can kill this off. Let's follow you as you figure out your life and existence and how that's going to work. Oh, being able to differentiate between a train and a station is a bit of a pain in the backside. Okay, good. Right, unpause. Let's go. Alright, where are you currently heading to? You're going to Neston, which is a good thing because that's where you should be going. I think. Yes. No, you're on the Neston branch. That's fine. Alright, good. Let's have a look at the other services we've got on here. Right, you are on the Loftus line. You're a little too close to this next one, unless... interesting. Need to watch where that's going. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Slightly longer episode today, but I don't think you're going to complain, because you don't usually. I've been Colonel Failure. I'm probably... do I want to spend time on this, or would you rather watch? What we'll do next time round is we'll spend a little bit more time looking at the Loftus line as it is right now. I need to build my cash reserves back up again. Hopefully these guys can turn a profit fairly quickly. Oh no, he's at the other end of the loop. That's good. Yeah, hopefully these guys can turn a bit of cash swiftish, and I can rebuild my resources to the point that I can either add more trains or start thinking about where we're going next. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I need to do some work probably on double checking that everything's on the right side of the line. In fact, let's go have a quick, ever so quick, look at the one that was on the wrong side of the line. If we can see him moving somewhere. We're looking on this section of track. Yell out if you see him. There he is. I got him. There you go. He's got 10 whole passengers on. But that's okay, because this is a new train line. And while it won't take, and he's managed to find his way, clever beastie, managed to find his way onto the correct side of the line. 144 passenger capacity. I wonder if that is perhaps overkill. I don't mean in the sense of, you know, he's never going to pick up that many passengers. I mean more in the sense of, is he going to be able to get up to top speed? These and other questions will be answered in the future. Thanks very much for watching today. Chuck a like down. It makes videos feel pleased with themselves. And subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will catch up with you in the very near future. Thanks for watching. I can't finish on the side of a mountain, can I? Seriously, we've got 2 trains running that I could use for my heroic end shot. There we go. We have a winner. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Ah, yeah. Oh, hold on. It's okay. It's only a tram. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks very much. Cheerio.